Hello everybody, this is Magnetar Prime, and here I have the Transformers Generations Legend Class figures, Autobot Tailgate and Groundbuster. And as you can see on the front side of the package, it features a very nice art graphic design of Tailgate, and it is very similar to the design for the IDW comic book. We can see Tailgate transforming to his robot mode, and Groundbuster is transforming to his vehicle mode, which is a bulldozer. Now we can also see the thrilling 30th Transformers Anniversary logo right here, and on the back side of this package we can see a very nice picture of these figures transforming to their respective vehicle mode and robot modes. We can also see the BIOS for this figure right here. I'm going to bring it a little bit closer and hopefully you will be able to read it. Now for the technical specifications, we have for Tailgate, Strength 8, Intelligence 5, Speed 8, Endurance 8, Rank 6, Courage 9, Fire Blast 6, Skill 6. And for Groundbuster, we have Strength 9, Intelligence 7, Speed 6, Endurance 9, Rank 7, Courage 7, Fire Blast 8, and Skill 7. And as you can see, these two figures look really cool. And now let's get them out of the package. And here we have Autobot Tailgate and Groundbuster out of the package. And these two are Legend Class figures from the Transformers Generations line released in the year 2014. And we're gonna start first with Groundbuster, which is actually based on the Micromaster figure Neutro. And I'm gonna bring this closer to the camera. And as you can see, this is a really cool little figure. It does have a lot of details. And I don't know if you can see all of the details on the head sculpt, but it looks really nice. Now, as you can probably already imagine, this figure doesn't have any articulation at all, other than that the arms that can be moved up and down. And if you look closer, you can actually see that the arms of this figure has been sculpted right in the inner side of the tracks once he's transformed into his vehicle mode, which by the way has a lot of details sculpted right into the plastic. Now, this figure can be transformed into a weapon, also into a robot, and into a vehicle mode. Now, the transformation for a vehicle mode is very simple. All you have to do is just fold this down, just like so. And here we have Roadbuster transforming to his vehicle mode, which is very similar to a bulldozer. Now, you can see it does have a cloud right here, which can be moved up and down barely. Now, the other feature of this figure is that if you extend all this all the way towards the front, it actually becomes or can be used as a weapon for Tailgate. Now you can just fold this down and we're gonna peg this right into his hand, and here we have Tailgate using Roadbuster as a weapon, which is a really nice feature. And as you probably already know, all of the Legend Class figures that are being released on the Generations line, on the Transformers Generations line, they do come with a Minicom partner or a Target Master partner. Now I'm gonna set this figure aside real quick. Let's transform it back into his robot mode. And now let's focus on Tailgate. And Tailgate actually features a new mold that is just about the size of a Cyberverse Commander class figure. He transformed into a white muscle car based on the IDW's design. I'm gonna bring this closer to the camera, and I really like this figure. It has a lot of details. The paint job applied is really cool, and it does actually resembles the Generation 1 and the IDW character Tailgate. Now let's rotate this figure around real quick, and you can see some of the paint scheme right here, which is kind of like blue flames, and this is actually going to be the hood section of this vehicle mode. Now let's rotate this figure around one more time, and the articulation for this figure is good. The arms are on a ball joint, and they can be moved to the sides and rotated 360 degrees. Now the elbows are also on a ball joint, and you can see the hands are actually sculpted right into the plastic, which is a really nice feature. Now the legs again on a ball joint, and they can be moved front and back to the sides. And articulation on the knee is really good. It's actually on a ball joint as well. It can be moved all the way up to 90 degrees. And it does have articulation on the feet, which is a really nice feature, you know, for a small figure like this. Now I'm gonna set this figure aside here real quick, and I'm gonna bring some other figures for a quick size comparison. And here for a quick size comparison, we have Autobot Tailgate next to Generation Swerve, which is also about the same size of Tailgate. Now let's move these two figures front to front. And these two were released this year, 2014, under the same line, Transformers Generations. Now let's rotate these two figures around real quick. And let's get Swerve out of the way. And here for another quick size comparison, we have Autobot Scoop right next to Tailgate. These two belong to the Transformers Generations line. Let's move them front to front. And as you can see, Hasbro is definitely doing a very nice job with the Transformers Generations line. Now let's get Autobot Scoop out of the way. And here for a final size comparison, once it's transforming to his robot mode, we have Groundbuster and Tailgate next to the Rebuild the Shield figure Cyclonus. Now let's move them front to front, and as you can see, the size difference is very obvious. Now let's get Cyclonus out of the way. Now I'm gonna transform Tailgate into his vehicle mode. The transformation process is simple. I'm gonna straight down his arms real quick, and I'm gonna fold this panel all the way towards the back, and now I'm gonna fold this section just like so, and we're gonna fold this all the way up, and we're gonna get these two panels together just like so. Now for the leg section, we're gonna fold this just like so, and we're gonna rotate this panel around real quick, and the leg, we're gonna rotate this in, and we're gonna fold this towards the door section, and we're gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. Now we're gonna fold this leg all the way in, and we're gonna fold this towards the door section one more time. Now this panel right here, we're gonna fold it around, and we're gonna make sure that it taps properly, and that's the entire transformation process for Tailgate. As you've seen, the transformation process was very simple. It didn't really take me a lot of time. Now you can see all the details applied in this car. It looks really cool. I definitely like the new mold for Tailgate. The paint job applied is very bland. You can see it's mostly white. The only exception, of course, is the windshield, which has been painted silver. You can see some more silver paint applied right on the rims of this vehicle, on the wheels. Now you can see on the front hood a very nice small Autobot logo right here, and also you can see some of the paint scheme applied right here, which resembles some kind of blue flames, and it looks really cool. Now other than that, there's no more paint job applied to this figure, but again, it does still looks really cool. Now it doesn't have any issues rolling, as you can see. And this is a really nice little vehicle. Now I'm gonna bring some other figures for a quick size comparison. And here for our first size comparison in vehicle mode, we have Swerve, also from the Transformers Generations line. Now let's move these two figures front to front. And as you've seen, these two figures, once they're transforming to robot mode, they do have a very similar size. Now let's rotate them around real quick. This is the backside view. Now let's get Swerve out of the way, because this time I want to compare Tailgate and Groundbuster next to the Generations Deluxe Class figure Springer. Now let's move them front to front, and as you see, the size difference is obvious. Now let's rotate these two figures around. This is the backside view. And here for our final size comparison, we have Thundercracker from the Transformers Generations line. Now let's move these two figures front to front, and as you can see, the size difference again is very big. Now this is what they both look like from the backside view. Now let's get Thundercracker out of the way. And now that we have seen Autobot Tailgate and Groundbuster transform into their vehicle mode and robot mode, I have to tell you that these two figures are really cool. I definitely like the new mold for Tailgate. The paint job applied looks really nice, and the articulation is good. You can also use Groundbuster as a weapon for Tailgate, which is a very nice option. And with this, I conclude this Transformers video review of the Legend class figures, Autobot Tailgate and Groundbuster. This is Magnetar Prime. Until next time. If you like this Transformers video review, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Magnetar Prime, or stop by my Facebook page, Magnetar Prime Reviews. This is Magnetar Prime. Until next time.